made some changes. So I've made this guy way taller. So he is called Toa Supreme. But then he also leads a group called Toa Supreme. Yeah? Confusing. So he's just Toa Supreme or Supreme. Then he's Toa Supreme Avarak. Or Avarik. And then I've completely forgotten what I called him. But he's a Toa Supreme. I think he's called like Scavenger or something like that. I don't know. But he's kind of like a Bat-esque kind of thing. But then they're not in the same fucking leagues. Like, he's kind of like Toa Lacan, and these are the Toa Metru. Like, they're not the same Toa group. So he doesn't treat them the same kind of thing. Then something happens. I completely forgot. Well, one of their other like Toa brothers turns into some giant monster. They defeat him and all that shit. And then they turn into their other forms where he turns more into that Azrael. And then he turns into like him. And he feels jealous of all his power that he's got. So then he goes against him, tries to fight him. Mate, nothing's fucking getting through. And then all of the rest of the Toa team, his Toa team, just like, fuck you, you're not in our Toa team. And he just stop saying that. You're not in our like team. So he just goes like alone. And then he's just like, nah, like people like this, they're too powerful. I'm gonna start my own team. Kind of like how he done it. So then so he's essentially the blue Toa. But then he gets his own blue Toa, which is this Toa, which is going to have, where's that mask? Oh yeah, that mask in blue. And she is now part of his Toa team. But yeah, I thought she was a bit smaller, but apparently not. Apparently she's like literally the same size as this guy. So yeah. Look at my socks. No. So yeah, so I finished her off. So she's literally, he has, like, he's the new captain of this team. And they were like kind of best friends, these two. And then he got a load of power and turned into him. Whereas he only turned into, I got him here. He only turned into him, which, I mean, if you even compare him to the him, it just isn't that much bigger. So he was jealous of him. So then he got some Matoran, turned them into like Toa, and literally modelled her on him. So it's the same weapon, roughly, kind of the same shield ish, balls. But yeah, gave her a ponytail. I did have an arse on it, but I took it off because I was just like, nah. Literally, I just had like no pieces, and yeah. But I feel like this has turned out quite good. But the prayer mantis looking one is, he was kind of based off Nadiki a bit. But yeah, he did originally have a what are them robot ones in Metru Nui. He did have like one of them heads, and in the lore, he fights the big gold one, Brutaka Ernak, and Brutaka Ernak basically, he chops off his legs. He just goes chops off his legs, just rips out his arms, and then just goes. Actually, no, he just pulls off his head, and then just leaves him for dead. And then I think he does he kill? I think I had it that he like really hurt the tall one, the Rakshakal, the tall red one, because they're supposed to be like a team, just together kind of thing. And then he was going after. I forgot who I said he was going after. He's going after a Toa. No, Matoran. I think it was supposed to be the like mixed up one that they fight kind of thing. It's going after him, and then Bruturka Ernak, he kind of split and turned into the giant blue and white one, and then defeated Bruturka Ernak, totally annihilated him. Didn't kill him, but just sent him away. He's kind of got the like Takanuva or Takuta Nuva, that's it, where he brings back Jala. He brings him back to life and restores Rakshikal's health. But yeah, when he brings him back to life, he like changes him, makes him way more powerful, and yeah, and then gives him some like Toa stones, which turn these into. If they first turn into the protectors, one of the protectors is just down there, which is like an upgraded Matoran, but it isn't a Toa yet. And then he sends them out to get Toa stones, and then they turn into these. But then with the protector power, they had like abilities to change into bigger versions of themselves. So that is my lore basically. When he's in his taller position, that's when he like, because he's like Toa of speed basically. That's when he goes into his speed mode, but his normal mode is kind of like that. He just walks around like that. But I do like this. He looks fast. That's what I really like about him. Because where he's so spindly, but mate, he's sick. Because he was originally like literally all green, and then I changed him around a bit, and yeah, but I fucking love him. Plus, he's pretty heavy as well. So, yeah. First him stand up straight next to him. And next to her. And then him. So he's Toa of Electric, even though most of them are female. But he's the only one. He's electric and light. So, yeah. She's Toa of Water. I didn't think I had him fire. I think it was something more like, yeah, I don't know what I had him as, but blood? Fuck knows. But yeah, Toa speed. I have to look up what I gave him. But yeah, I think he looks pretty sick. He's kind of like a bat, plus like, let me spread his wings. Yeah, this is his flying mode. And then he can also like spin around these swords and use them. Wait, let me do that. So that's him in his sword mode. So he just uses the blades. So yeah. Wow. Yeah, so this is them all together. So I mean, he isn't actually that much taller, but yeah. So they're kind of the same height. And then you have him. He's way taller in his like Titan form kind of thing. And then you have him there. But yeah. And then compared to him, he's probably like that tall or some shit. Maybe like that. I don't know. So, mate, I fucking love that mock. That's my favourite mock by far. This mock is actually sick. I fucking love this. Just the poses. I think this is my favourite pose for him. But then you got him as well. How is he supposed to be the good guy? What the fuck? Yeah.